Welcome to Get the Facts, the program that provides you with information on government's policies and initiatives. I'm Theodore Henry. Water is life, especially in agriculture. Ensuring that farmers have consistent and reliable access to water is a key part of supporting food security and climate resilience in Jamaica. Now, that's where the National Irrigation Commission, or NIC, plays a vital role. Joining us today is Rowan Stewart, Director of Engineering and Technical Services at the National Irrigation Commission, and he will share with us how the NIC is working to provide irrigation solutions and support farmers during dry spells. Welcome to the program, Sir Stewart.
Thank you very much, Theodore.
You're welcome, man. Let's jump into getting some facts. Now, what are some of the key irrigation solutions that the NIC provides to farmers?
Okay. The NIC, National Irrigation Commission Limited, provides water to farm gate, we call it. And we also have the services of drainage. We do the drainage of the upper and lower morass areas of Black River in St. Elizabeth.
Right.
And we also have water filling stations at several of our pumping facilities. And we also have trucks in some of our areas that provide assistance to farmers.
I want to pick on trucks because for this interview, let's zoom in on the dry spell and the lack of water in certain times of the year. You mentioned trucks. Is that like one of the big solutions that help with dry spells?
Well, it augmented. The trucking is really for persons outside of our defined irrigation areas.
Tell me a little bit more about that, the defined irrigation area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have what are known as irrigation districts. Mm-hmm. And these are gazetted areas that the NIC has in infrastructure, whether it be pipelines or canals, right, that will serve or give water to farmers. Mm-hmm. Now, these irrigation districts have been established over time. We are in the process of defining new ones, but those that we currently have, and we have 16 of them, they are utilized to assist the farmers. Now, outside of those areas, we provide water with the trucks. Mm-hmm. So in, say, St. Elizabeth or Clarkstown in Trelawney, where there is a need, but our infrastructure does not go to that extent, right, then we provide that service. So the person would come, purchase the water, and we would transport it.
Okay.
We also partner with other stakeholders. So there's private truckers who the farmers can purchase water from as well. So they would purchase water from us, transport it to the farmers.
Got it. So just to pull it together, you have these areas where infrastructure is laid down, pipes and ways of getting water there. So during the dry spell, we just ensure that it runs, yes, and runs well. And beyond those areas where the infrastructure is, an application is made by the farmer and water is delivered.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, there's no unlimited resource. No. So how does NIC prioritize where to put its efforts?
Okay. So we have to do some evaluation. So whenever we are doing that evaluation, we determine where the water source is. Mm. And water source in this instance means sustainable water source.
Right.
And then we do the feasibility to determine whether you have farmers in the area, the soil type is adequate, the crops that can be grown there, and we collaborate with other state agencies to be able to make that determination. And then that is fed into where we will place our irrigation schemes.
Okay. And so there's some sort of priority based on need and the ability to put down infrastructure.
Yes. Yes, definitely. I would say that the first priority would be the need. Then we will determine now, can we sustain it? Can we finance it? Mm. And we, in terms of the government, and then a decision will be made to be able to implement it. Now, as you mentioned earlier, resources is finite.
Right.
So we will now have to be guided as to which will be first, and so on.
Right. And you also mentioned the availability of a sustainable water source. Yes. I really have to ask, suppose there's an area where there's not a nearby sustainable source, like how you treated that?
The Water Resources Authority, one of our key partners, they will determine how much water is available.
Okay.
So if the water is not close to where the need is, what will happen, the cost of getting the water to where it needs to be will increase. So the initial cost in terms of the installation of pipelines and so on, that will be significant.
Okay.
And then, but the operating costs, over time, that will take care of itself.
Got it. So nobody left behind.
We try not to leave anybody behind.
So when I think of NIC and irrigation, I know like driving on the highway, so those blue pipes and the little blue hose and, sorry, I call it a hose, but it's a pumping station.
Well, those that you see on the highway, I call it irrigation unit. We actually have some valves in them.
Right.
And that is one of the newest projects that we're doing right now, the SPAD project, which is the Southern Plains Agricultural Development Project.
Right, because that's what I wanted to hear about. What kind of infrastructure upgrades is NIC doing to ensure that now and in the future we have water going where it needs to go?
Okay, so we have what we call new projects, and we have the Essex Valley project along with the SPAD project. The SPAD project has three components: the Parnassus in Clarendon, the Bridge Pen and Amity Hall in St. Catherine.
That's what, 4, 3? 3, yes.
Right. So you will see when you travel along the highway, those blue houses, as you call them. So that is really pressurizing the water and providing it to that flat, fertile soil areas in these both areas, Clarendon and St. Catherine.
Right.
Now, those are the newer projects that we're doing, but on a yearly basis, we do some improvement to our existing systems because we don't want a situation where you produce the water and then
there's nowhere
to waste it, or because of leaks, or so we have a program in place where we improve the system by putting in pipes. Although it's a gravity-fed system, it is easier to detect leaks, easier to repair, and a longer life in terms of the maintenance of the system.
Got it. We're going to go to a break right now, but stay with us. We're discussing irrigation. We'll be right back.
Water is precious. So we encourage everyone to practice the 4 R's of water conservation. Always remember to reduce your use of water wherever possible. Replace water wasting devices with water savings devices. Reuse water wherever possible. And wherever leaks are found, please repair them and repair them quickly.
Don't delay. Practice the 4 R's of water conservation today.
Welcome back to Get the Facts. We're discussing irrigation and water access and how Jamaica is planning for the future. Still with us is Rowan Stewart, Director of Engineering and Technical Services at the National Irrigation Commission, highlighting how the National Irrigation Commission is working with farmers to implement long-term strategies to secure Jamaica's water supply. Sir Stewart, we left off speaking about those three infrastructure projects that are happening now. And you were giving us some detail about the why and the how and the what benefit. But you can also help us to understand what's the long-term vision.
Okay. The long-term vision is that the NIC has a National Irrigation Development Plan, which it was done about 20 years ago. We are looking now to update it. It would have had about 50 or so areas that we thought could use irrigation systems.
Right.
But as I said, things have changed. We need to get it updated. And that is one of the plans that we have.
Updating
now,
the plan, okay.
We are implementing some of those projects now. The most recent one, or the one is closer to infrastructure implementation, is the Pedro Plains Agricultural development. And we have some that are in the pre-feasibility stage, pre-investment stage, where we are now determining, and these are areas like Yallas in St. Thomas,
Right.
Lennox, Lower Leighton in Portland, Lucky Hill Pen in St. Mary.
Okay.
There's another one, I'm not remembering it right now, but
That's all right.
there are those projects that we are working on. They are in the pre-feasibility, pre-investment stage, or not the pre-feasibility, pre-investment stage.
Yeah.
And those projects over time will come to the fore, and then we'll be able to bring water to those areas where persons are doing some farming now, but they want to be able to do sustainable farming. And we will be able to bring those systems on and satisfy that need.
And it sort of has a knock-on effect, doesn't it? If more water is available or sustainable water is available in an area, then more farming can happen in the area.
Yes.
So then we can even have more food security being taken care of there. Okay, so we always hear about climate change.
Yes.
And we don't have any control over how much water falls from the sky.
No.
But it does seem as if things like dry spells may increase.
Right.
Is the NIC focusing on that eventuality?
The NIC, we have taken the approach that every contribution to the reduction of greenhouse effect contributes to a sustainable planet. And the NIC currently has, well, we have planned in all our projects going forward to have solar systems as a renewable energy source included. Currently, we have just over a megawatt of solar systems installed, both at our offices and our pumping stations.
Right.
So we are definitely serious about that. We also look at other ways, reduction of water, or encouraging our customers to become more efficient at what they do. These schemes that we are now rolling out, part of those schemes has a component that provides the farmer with on-farm equipment that helps them to be able to reduce the need for or the efficiency of use of water.
Right.
So you will see those are some of the areas that we contribute to water efficiency by and certainly the effect on the greenhouse effect as well as the
And I think that's a pretty important part there, because if we're wasting what we have already, then we'll run into challenges further down the road. So efficiency in the transmission as well.
Efficiency in the transmission, efficiency in the use.
In the use.
Right.
In the use. Sir Stuart, so we're right here at the end part of the interview, but just want to put it out there again. For a farmer who is experiencing inconsistent rainfall, they're outside the established infrastructure of the NIC, what do they do?
Okay. For those farmers who currently don't have the NIC service, we have water filling station. You can contact the National Irrigation Commission offices, and we can direct you as to where these filling stations are and how you can get water from us. We want to encourage you to continue to farm in this time. For water is food. That's the new mantra.
Water is food.
NIC, yes, water is food.
That's great. That is great. Water is food. And the NIC is ensuring that water gets where it needs to go so food can get where we want it to be. This has been Get the Facts. Our guest was Rowan Stewart, Director of Engineering and Technical Services at the National Irrigation Commission. Thank you for watching. And until next time, I'm Theodore Henry. Take care.